Hello ladies and gents, another video brought to you by Ants Hood. Some of you guys that might have watched my other videos, and if you haven't, you need to check them out, know that my Camponotus Nicobarensis, or Nicos, really need an extension. And this video is going to be about how I extended it, and luckily enough, I didn't get many escapees. And before we crack on, I think I need to tell you guys that while I was trying to film this video, I broke my stand. So this is why a lot of my videos and pictures are a bit shaky. So bear with me, I'm going to get a new one on order. So hopefully you can put up with a shaky video today. Now, if you cast your minds back to my Nico Go Boom video, you'll see that I had a lot of ants in the outworld, as you can see here in this video, and they're also in the tubing and everything. So I needed to investigate what the issue was. So I had a look in the nest, and you can see here from this video, it was packed to the gills with brood in various stages. So I knew that I needed to get a new nest, and this isn't a small nest either. This is the Ants Canada Camponotus hybrid nest. So it's big anyway, so I knew that with all the ants in the outworld and stuff like that permanently there, I needed an extension. I needed it fairly quickly. Because my Nicos are doing so well so quickly, I wanted to keep them in the Ant Canada setup. So I bought some tubing, bought these connectors, which will come in handy later, as you'll see. I also, but have not used yet, bought the... Ooh, I don't know why I'm showing them again. Here, have a look. Yep, loads of different tubing connectors. Well done, yay. And back to the point. Then I got the mini nest, as you can see here, and I picked up the, which is the main point I wanted, was the large Ants Canada hybrid nest. And if you can have a look here, oh wait, it's not there, give me a second, boom, there it is, brand new, shiny, groovy. This is the current setup. I had the glass ant cube set outworld in the front, and I got the Ants Canada plastic outworld in the back, and you see the tubing going from the glass onto the left around to the back black. That actually isn't black, that is nothing but ants in there, so they're rammed in the tubing as well. The tower outworld to the left, it was for my Polyrachus. They still haven't fully moved into terrarium yet, but I'll do a video on that sometime soon. And the hybrid nest in the front's the new one, it's not connected up yet. But as you can guess from this, it's pretty much a mess, so I really needed to tidy it all up. Don't be under any illusions here, guys. I didn't have a pre-plan how I was going to do it. I just kind of wanged it as I always do. Pretty much like my videos. Sorry. Now I had to be careful here because there's not only ants in this tube, and there's also brood and stuff like that. So I had to be careful. So first things I did was loosen it up, as you can see me doing here, so I could easily pull it apart. So when I needed to get the cotton wool, I can just quickly stick it in there. What I also did was, not sure you can really see it here, I kind of squished down the end of the cotton wool so it formed a point, so it'll easily pop in. So that's done, I just got another bit of cotton wool and popped it in the end of the other one. Keep my finger over the end so no pesky ants escaped. And there we go. Just in case you didn't know where this is at the back of the glass outworld at the front of the setup. The pipe went out the right and went into the nest. I've just disconnected that now. Once I'd done that, it was time to disconnect the second outworld. As you can see here, this is the story of my life with this setup, is that all the pipes are full of ants, so it's going to be difficult to do this without squishing any of them. As you can see, because there's so many ants in this one, I was watching this video and I was listening to myself, and it did tickle me at the end, especially the wife's response. It's too much traffic. There's too much traffic. As before, I managed to loosen it up, disconnect it, put my finger over one end and put some cotton wool in both ends so they don't escape. Then I looked at this and thought, I've got a lot by this probe, so I decided not to take it out and just leave the probe in there and move the heat monitor thingy-majiggy. Then I moved the whole thing onto the shelf where it will be living now. Now you guys won't believe how many videos I made of me disconnecting all the tubing and stuff like that. I mean, once you've seen one disconnection, you've pretty much seen them all. I guess I was just stupid. Oh well. Anyway, so I've now connected the two nests together, and you can see instantly the workers start bursting into the new nest. Now yet again, sorry for the shakiness of this video, I broke my stand. But this was pretty much taken as soon as I connected them together, and you can see instantly the workers are already coming out and exploring. Well, tentatively, but they're coming out. And even before I finished the setup, when I opened up to have a quick peek, they were all over the place, so they moved in pretty quick. Now, I've not spoken about this, but I've had this for a while. I had another ant cube set up, outworld, which is the one here, as you can see on the left. I decided to attach that to it as well to give them more exploring area. Right, I'm not going to show all the videos of me connecting it all together, but this is the finished product. As you can see, I've got one smaller outworld, and I've got the original outworld where they're all packed out in it. Now, you can see it's a lot more emptier in here now. And I've got the tubing going round to the new nest, as it were, and I've got the old nest at the back and corner like there. And you can see here I've got piping going all the way up, curling round, because I didn't want to do a straight up vertical. I wanted to give them some gradient, so I left the length on the tubing and then glue tacked it to the wall so I can find a more permanent fixture to the wall, and all the way into the outworld that's up on this shelf. Now, if any of you guys can guess how many ants I've got, tell me, because I haven't got a Scoobies. Now, this is a look in the new nest the following morning. As you can see here, they've moved a lot of the brood into the new nest. There's a major with a pale head right in the front there. Nice. Most of them seem to be the pupae at this point, or the cocoons, as I like to call them, because it's easier to remember them pupae. But yeah, and they've moved a lot into them into this nest, which is great. And they're not so much in the outworld now, which is awesome. And this is the old nest. It's a lot less busy, a lot more space, but still packed to the brim with brood. I've got brood all over the place. These Nicos, like I said in my other video, they're just going to go boom. I mean, there's already loads. Now, if anyone out there has got like super intelligence or something, and you can guess how many ants I've got, I'd be happy to freaking take any guesses. I think I've got maybe 1,500. Could be more, I don't know. But this colony's only around I would say about 11 months old now. All in all, with all the ants where they were in the tubing and stuff like that, and how busy they were in the outworld, I only got 2 casualties that I'm aware of, which isn't too bad. And I only got 1 escapee. But don't tell the wife, because I couldn't find it. Now, this is my setup as it stands today. The cable management, I don't know why I'm saying cable management, because my tubing management is a lot better. It's a lot neater. I know I've got that one going out the back which has got a kink in it, but I put the kink in it to get the gradients so they're not going vertically up. But yeah, it's a lot more neater, and because I've got 2 glass main outwards out front, hopefully it'll be a lot better for my filming. I can't tell you how much these ladies are animals. I mean, I put 2 cockroaches in just before I started doing editing for this video, and there's not much left of either of them. They're absolutely destroying it. Now, I know this video wasn't overly ant heavy, and it was more about my setup and how I've changed it, but it's still part of the story of my Nico, so I still think it was relevant to cover. And after all, I've doubled the nest space, and I've increased the outworlds by 1/3, so they've got plenty more space and tubing to run around with. But anyway, that's it for today, guys. I hope you liked the video, and I hope to see you in my next one. Goodbye for now.